Poll reveals Poilievre's fate as CPC leader and shocking ties between Carney and Mario Zlea. In a significant recent survey conducted by independent media, a remarkable majority of Canadians expressed their support for Pierre Poilievre as the leader of the Conservative Party. Of the 7,700 respondents, a staggering 89%, or 6,879 individuals, voted in favor of Poilievre remaining at the helm, despite ongoing media speculation regarding his leadership. This overwhelming backing suggests that, within the party and among its supporters, confidence in Poilievre's ability to lead remains strong and undeterred. Political analyst Mario Zlea highlighted that there have been no substantial calls for Poilievre's replacement, indicating a solid foundation of support from both elected officials and the grassroots members of the party. He emphasized that the current political landscape in Canada resembles challenges faced by opposition parties in countries such as Australia, where controversial issues and public discontent have hindered their effectiveness. Notably, this election cycle marks a historic moment, as it is the first time in nearly a century that two parties have surpassed 40% of the popular vote, a trend that bodes well for Poilievre's future as a leader. As the Conservative Party looks to the future, it faces a critical by-election due to the resignation of Alberta MP Damon Carrick. This situation presents a pivotal opportunity for Poilievre, who needs to secure a seat in Parliament to solidify his leadership position. His previous unsuccessful attempts to win a seat have raised questions about his political strategy, making it imperative for his team to ensure he runs in a winnable riding. The stakes are high, as his continued leadership hinges on maintaining a strong presence in Parliament. Amidst these developments, a significant issue has emerged regarding the longest ballot initiative, which aims to confuse voters by including an excessive number of candidates. Over 200 names are expected to be added for Poilievre's upcoming by-election. This tactic has drawn widespread criticism, as it could potentially disadvantage less informed voters and undermine the integrity of the electoral process itself. Many observers have called for legal action to challenge this initiative, arguing that stricter nomination requirements, such as requiring 100 unique signatures for each candidate, could help mitigate voter confusion and ensure a more fair electoral system. While Poilievre enjoys robust support within his party, there are areas where he could enhance his outreach and engagement with the public. A notable missed opportunity was his decision to decline an invitation to appear on Joe Rogan's podcast. This platform could have significantly broadened his audience and helped him connect with younger voters and those outside traditional media channels. Engaging with diverse platforms is essential for modern political campaigns, and timing is critical in leveraging such opportunities effectively to reach a wider demographic. The dynamics of media influence in politics cannot be underestimated, as they play a crucial role in shaping public perception. However, the Canadian media landscape presents its own set of challenges. While independent media has gained considerable traction, reporting over 14 million views and breaking more than 400 stories during the election, legacy media continues to dominate the narrative and shape public opinion in ways that may not always favor Poilievre. The potential backlash from appearing on platforms associated with controversial figures could alienate moderate conservatives and swing voters, highlighting the delicate balance politicians must navigate in their public engagements. In stark contrast, Mark Carney, the new leader of the Liberal Party and Prime Minister, has faced scrutiny over his associations with individuals like Ghislaine Maxwell and Prince Andrew, which have raised serious ethical questions. These connections have largely gone unaddressed by mainstream media, underscoring a glaring double standard in political reporting. The media's reluctance to confront these uncomfortable truths, particularly regarding Carney, reveals the extent to which political elites and the media are intertwined, prioritizing their own interests over transparency and accountability. The apparent double standard in media coverage, where Poilievre would likely face intense scrutiny for similar associations, highlights the need for a more equitable and balanced approach to political reporting. Canadians deserve to know the full scope of their leaders' backgrounds and associations, and the absence of such scrutiny for figures like Carney raises concerns about the integrity of the media landscape in Canada. As the political landscape evolves, the rise of independent journalism becomes increasingly vital. Canadians are actively seeking more transparency and accountability from their leaders, and independent voices are essential in challenging the status quo and demanding answers from those in power. The success of independent media during the election, with its ability to break significant stories and reach millions of viewers, indicates a growing appetite for alternative perspectives and narratives that diverge from the mainstream. Furthermore, this growing independent media presence highlights the changing dynamics of Canadian journalism, where traditional outlets struggle to maintain their influence. Audiences are increasingly turning to independent sources for news, especially regarding political accountability, which suggests that the future of political discourse may rely heavily on these new voices. The ability of independent journalists to investigate and report on sensitive issues, such as the controversial ties of political figures, is crucial for ensuring informed public debate. In conclusion, while Pierre Poilievre enjoys robust support within the Conservative Party, the upcoming by-election and the challenges posed by electoral tactics and media narratives will be crucial in shaping his leadership journey. The pressure is mounting for him to secure a parliamentary seat and demonstrate his capability to lead effectively. Meanwhile, Mark Carney's controversial ties and the media's handling of these issues highlight the ongoing need for vigilance and accountability in Canadian politics. As the political discourse continues to develop, both leaders will need to navigate these complexities to secure their positions and influence the future of Canada, ensuring that the voices of Canadians are heard and respected in the democratic process. The landscape is shifting, and how these leaders respond to public concerns and media scrutiny will ultimately define their legacies.